Jeez.
So the point is, we're gonna keep fucking doing this.
We have no other choice or alternative. That's the point. Like, regardless
Terrified or not,
okay, so we here? We ready?
we're here.
Everybody in?
We're in.
Another episode of Dads Are Us, safe space and platform for dads and men in general to speak and share from their perspective. Eventually, we want to speak to our queens and allow them to listen to us and allow us to listen to them so they can share from their perspective. But
We're setting pace.
we're setting pace, yeah?
We're setting pace first. That's all it is.
All right.
We're setting pace because I know the man them are scared. The advanced man them, if they want to come and talk.
What you see, I love the fact that you spoke
And
about
scared.
they're scared. But we got someone with us here today who actually admitted being scared.
But for the record, I'm terrified. But let's bring him, bro.
Yeah, let's bring him in because it was him who we all use these words. So we got man like Sai.
Yes,
We're here.
Yeah, but we're not doing podcast format.
Yeah, no, it's not podcast format, but I still got to applaud. I got to give man his flowers. Do you know what I mean? Because we're brothers.
Bro,
yeah. So this ain't about the format. It's about the celebration of life. It's about the celebration of one another. It's about the celebration of each other. But yeah, terrified.
We're gonna make mistakes on this journey.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure we're in shot. That are we good? Sound good? Everything good?
All right. So we done our checks.
yes, let's do it.
We're in, fellas.
Yeah,
we're
we're
in.
good.
You happy, Dan?
Yeah.
Sai, you happy?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not just another podcast, yeah? This is Dads Are Us, safe space, platform for us as dads, as men, to speak freely and share what we feel from our perspective. This isn't about bashing women. This isn't about bashing men. This is about us just being able to speak. Man,
Pause on that one. Yeah,
Pause on that one. Yeah,
I
but you
noticed I said
understand.
it in the first episode still. I was like, I ain't gonna bash him.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
we know what we mean. We're not.
Yeah.
This isn't about blame and fault. This is about actually taking ownership for what we are responsible and accountable for, and giving others what they're responsible and accountable for. And if we can't give it to them physically, we just give it to the universe. Yeah, we deliver it via the universe. I'm not going to go into the spiritual stuff because that's not why we're here right now. But that's just how I feel about it.
And we're in this space because we want it to be. To
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah, do you know what? You have to explain what it is that we're doing. You see, Dads Are Us platform is literally about us. Wherever the mic goes,
Yeah.
we go and we talk.
Yeah. As well as highlighting the fact that if you're in this environment right now and you're having a convo, have a convo. So next episode, I think the studio's always going to be the home.
It'll be the hub.
It's going to be the hub.
Yeah.
But if we go to the brethren's house and we put out the camera, we put out the camera.
If we go to the park and we pull out the camera, we pull out the camera.
Yeah. Have the conversations, man.
If we go to the back garden and we're in a tent, we pull out the camera.
It's not got to be staged and that. Don't wait for the microphone to have the conversation or the camera. You know what I mean? So yeah.
All right. So what are we going to talk about today? So I want to touch on the terrified thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because
yeah.
you started with you're terrified. So I'm allow you, Sai, because Sai here is like, he's here to listen, he's here to spectate, and if he feels to talk, he will. But at the end of the day, he's here, and we're glad for that. But Sai came in and he said to us about, he's terrified, and then Danny touched on that, and you have now mentioned it.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What?
Alright, so when I say terrified, it's like the response is good from the first one.
Yeah.
It's nice.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
I haven't even done no promo just yet, but when we do, Matt. Yeah. But then there's also the skepticism.
I was going to say, it's not even terrified, because I'm not shook, it's just being skeptical.
Yeah.
Things can always get misconstrued,
Yeah.
you know? And even though we're talking our truth,
Yeah.
people always have their side of the story, you know what I mean? And that's not a negative, it's just the way things can be perceived, you know?
Right.
So for me, it's always just showing the respect that's needed as in parenthood that's needed, you know what I mean? It's not, as you say, it's not bashing the mothers or whatever the case is. It's just that I feel like men are not heard the way they need to be heard, you know? And I feel like that this platform is good for that, because it's a perspective that needs to be seen, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So exactly my point. So off the back of the first one, the natural response is triggered.
Yeah.
Or be careful, like you're mad. You're not gonna do that. As well as asking a couple man them, yo, we're gonna do this thing before we set pace.
Right.
When we was asking around to because this has been planning for ages. We've been asking around for man them to come, and they're just skeptical. So we had to set pace
Right.
and put ourselves in the forefront
We had
But
to be
yeah.
the leading examples.
Leading example.
We had to be the
I'm
leading
saying
examples.
off the back of that,
Yeah.
it gets a bit like, ooh. But we're gonna do it though, because
Well, we're already
at the
doing
end
it.
of the day, what was the thing I said before? I haven't even thought about the backlash because
Oh, you said, what was it, Si? He said,
Dan, I need.
you say, Dan?
I think because I know the intention, I haven't even thought about the thing.
And what you better make sure you say that on camera, because that's a beautiful one. You get me? Because I know the intention, I haven't even thought about the fear. Is this recording? Look at me. Because I know my intention, I'm not even thinking about the fear. That's what Danny just said, and that's a beautiful thing. To get into more detail about what he means by that, is that when you know who you are, and when you're leading with your truth, with your genuine, authentic truth, from your leading with that, of course you're gonna have, organically, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be afraid of certain things. You're gonna be afraid of what that might look like, how that's gonna be received. But from you know your intention of your delivery, fuck the fear.
because I know my intention,
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about the fear or the backlash or whatever.
Right there.
So when one or two of them did come, it went in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was also like, well, I still need to do this though. We still need to do this though.
I literally put up a post. Obviously, when this comes out, it will be a few, like, you know, it would have been a couple of weeks or whatever. But I put up a post just yesterday. In fact, no, I'm lying. I put it up today, right? And I'm basically talking about my biggest fear, yeah, is when I show my truth, yeah, show my authentic self and my authentic truth, that I'm going to be condemned for that. So when I speak and share my truth, like you said, you're skeptical, but that's cool. We can find different words to call it. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's fear. But like you said, I'm not watching fear. I'm not leading with fear. But my greatest fear, yeah, is that when I share my truth, when I share my authentic self, others are gonna condemn me for it because of how they perceive my truth, how they receive it, right? But one of my biggest lessons is learning how to care about myself and others whilst not caring about what others think about me.
100%.
So I don't lead with my fear in it, but I have to accept it. I have to acknowledge it, because if I don't acknowledge and accept it, then how am I dealing with it?
Definitely.
Do you understand? So you can call it, you know what I mean, I'm a little bit skeptical, you can call it, but I'm just calling it what it is. It's fear. Yeah. And you were right to use the word terrified, because there is a part of it where you're terrified to speak and share your truth, because how is that going to be like perceived by others? Like us sitting here talking as mandem, yeah, we have to now think about how that could be perceived by other mandem. Other mandem might turn around and say that we're moist.
I wouldn't even know. Do you know what?
I'm just saying that what that was there was
Hopefully
your
it's unlikely.
no, but what that was there was us knowing that we're not moist, right? What that was there was your ego was jumped up and said, no, wait, hold on. and I understand that. But the point I'm saying is that's not going to stop man from actually saying
if
it.
a man's not in this
you know
mind,
what? My question is like, how can it be moist when most men are going through it anyway?
Of course, but there's going to be most men that don't want to say that they're
Because
going through it. So
I think if they're
you're
not-
moist for saying it.
if they're not ready or in this mind space that we're in right now, then the natural thing is,
But you know,
I don't recognize that that's moist. That's
no, but I
dead.
tell you this, yeah. When it comes to something like this, there's not a lot of it. Yeah,
Right.
Not a lot of things for us as men and black men especially to refer to when it comes to these situations. Examples, for instance, there's not a lot of that out there for us to refer to. So if it is something that is positive, which it is, it's not a negative.
1000%.
I can't see it being moist.
Well, that's good.
At the end of the day, a lot of men are in my circle, a lot of people that I know, even people that are in my outer circle, are going through the same situations. You know,
1000%.
And they haven't got nothing to refer to. All we've got is ourselves to refer to. And on the other hand of how it's perceived, I've got that. I don't know how it feels for you, man. I've got that place where I don't care. I'm old enough now to be like, I don't care what people think of me.
100%.
This is my truth, you know, and my truth matters.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Doesn't mean that I have to sit in it and lie to people, because a lot of the stuff that man are going on, their ego is lies. They're lying to themselves. They're lying to other people to save face, to make themselves look a certain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, I think personally, been through the wars of that already. So now it's just like, as you said, it's acceptance. It's accepting of my fear, accepting of my reality. That is it. Do you know what I mean? And I think there's peace in that. There's peace in knowing that, you know, cool, this is my reality. This is what it is. Just face up to it. But yeah,
No,
Jeez,
100%.
them
No,
ones
that's-
there, yeah.
well,
I'm all about peace, right?
Free
man,
hosts
yeah.
and that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the piece he's
100%.
referring to is the PEACE, just so we can make that clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. There's just that spiritual piece that I keep hearing about.
Mm.
I'm starting to make my conclusion of it. Like, actually, yeah, I'm calm inside.
Yeah, for real.
I'm good.
Living your
by
truth.
being myself.
That's right.
And with being myself, because I wasn't being myself for a long time.
I think we all do it.
Yeah, and as you start to realize and open up, it's like it's peaceful still. It's peaceful.
Like, just to live in your truth is such a peaceful,
it's peaceful.
thing, you know. Like, so if someone does condemn you, it's like, yeah, that is me. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I
It's
can't change it.
You
It
can't
is
change
what
it.
it
It
is.
is what it is, and you know how to level up from that.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
So the point is, we're gonna keep fucking doing this.
Of course.
We have no other choice
point.
or alternative. That's
the
the
point.
point. Like
Terrified or not.
regardless of, like Will Smith says it on the what does he say? On the other side of fear is total bliss.
Yeah. When he jumps out the plane.
Yeah, he said on the other side of fear is total bliss. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to hear nothing in the comments about Will Smith. I'm done. Yeah, because you know everyone's gonna be like, yeah, but he's moist. Jada's got it.
No,
I'm
but
like,
he's going through his thing.
Yeah,
just
but
because he's in the spotlight.
What should we talk about this?
Yes.
Wait.
Let's go.
Should we talk about this?
Because everyone knows Will Smith. So
all
why
right.
not?
So this is the thing, yeah. Talking about what I said to you before. You man know me, right? So if me sharing my truth, like Will Smith say I share my truth in a similar way, same or similar way to Will Smith, and people started to comment underneath my feed about how man's a boom, 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 da, 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 da. You man are gonna want to jump to man's aid in it and be like, no, relax. What are you talking about? These, da, da, da. Because you know me, you know my spirit, right? People are talking about Will Smith like they know him.
Yeah. But they feel they know him. And that's the problem with people. That's the problem with people from our generation and probably, you know, celebrities in general.
But we're all guilty of this.
Yeah,
like you feel we can talk on them.
Because they're contactable right now. They're reachable.
But only reachable to us from not even from a reality standpoint.
they choose
just
to show us.
they're putting it online, so I can reach them online.
Yeah.
Rip, boy, like
But where does that come from? If you actually think of that, our perception even of celebrities is like they're perfect. They're human. Do you know what I'm saying? Like probably from our generation as such, we used to look at someone like Will Smith like that's you know, because I don't know for you,
it's elite.
But also
Yeah.
that's another thing of him being a successful black man.
Right.
Like that was our role model in that sense. Someone you can look to and be like, he's a clean-hearted black man. Seeing him go through his madness now, I'm like, everyone's human, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Nothing's perfect.
But you see that there, you see that view that you have there. Why can't people just take that view? It's like, do you know what? I respect even if I don't agree. Again, we spoke about this last time. Even if you don't agree, even if you don't understand, I feel there's always a space of understanding. But if you can just believe somebody is going through their experience,
That's right.
like Danny spoke about, he gave a beautiful example before, like this cup. Here's the cup, innit? From my perspective, it looks like this. From your perspective, it looks like that. From his perspective, it looks another way. Right? Why am I now going to argue with you, or you argue with me, and us argue amongst ourselves
And tell
about
you that it looks like this.
why are we doing that?
No, because I can see this. No, but it does look like that. How can you say it looks like that? Because it does look like that.
But my thing is,
It's in different places.
say Will Smith or any celebrity, on closer inspection, the cup ain't the same from my side. The cup is not the same from somebody who knows Will Smith. If you know Will, then you know that it's different. When you don't, your perspective is just based on something you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really just an opinion.
You don't know.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying let's not get lost in that opinion and get lost in that perspective, especially when you don't know.
But do you see it as deflection though? Because a lot of people do it because they feel like themselves.
I would agree with you,
Yeah.
but I believe the people that are saying stuff would say to you, no, I'm not deflecting nothing. Man's mad. But I understand it. I don't even say, rah, I don't get what you're saying. I just
The
go,
question is, look at what about your life? Do you know what I'm saying? Look at your life.
Yeah.
Look at the person that you're judging. Look at your own.
Do you know what it
I'm
is? Because they're in that elite space, you kind of forget. Like it's like he probably couldn't come here and talk. You're a dad. You're
of course he can come
I don't
in.
know.
I mean,
what
I know they're all thinking
I
Will
mean,
Smith ain't coming in. But the point is, the space is open, isn't it, for him to come.
No, but the point is, he's a dad going through some shit that we don't know. And now Jada's starting to say stuff. It appears real, whatever, fake, whatever. It's like, but he's just a dad.
He's just a man.
He's just
a human being.
He's just a
telling
man.
you, that's what I said to my boy not even too long ago. Yeah, like no man is invincible, innit? You know what I'm saying? No man is
At all.
invincible. We're seeing who we deem to be as successful men go through it as much as we're going through it, yeah. Especially now these days, because everything is out there.
Yeah, everything's more accessible now. We can see it,
Exactly.
and people are sharing more.
Exactly.
Because it's more accessible for them to share more.
Exactly. But even if you look at back in the day when we didn't have that access,
Right.
man was still going through it. If you actually look back, even when I listen to certain tunes and man going through it, like oh, do you know what? It's very similar to what's going on now. It's just that it's the scope is there now. We can actually see what it is. Maybe because we're there now as men for ourselves.
But the reality is, why do we lose sight of that when we see famous people? Why do we forget that they're human? What is that?
Yeah, but I see Will Smith pulling out the biggest guns and the biggest slow motions and stuff. So he's just
no, but that's still fiction.
The camera's on, but the camera's on. That's all I've seen of Will Smith. The most vulnerable times we see him is the one with his little boy, Jaden. Yeah, Pursuit of
Man said
Happiness.
little, in that movie. I was like, right, little boy, because Jaden ain't little no more.
Sorry,
man.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
And when he's like, why doesn't my dad want me, man? On Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everyone's seen that
But
scene.
you see what? Yeah.
Otherwise,
But you're still
he's
talking
just just the fiction.
But you're still talking about the actor.
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying,
you were just seeing him being showing his vulnerable side through his acting.
Yeah. So
Actually,
I'm
what
saying-
he's showing on Insta is his truth in his
his
book.
life.
It's his
Exactly.
reality.
So I'm saying he's a perfect example,
Right.
Of you've got this facade
Right.
that's supposed to be this, that, boom, boom, boom. But really and truly, man's going through life as well.
I think we see that way more these days. Like, look at even Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Right.
That perspective. Everyone. I feel like lockdown was a madness because it showed everyone's truth. Everyone's getting exposed. I think that's when the whole, everyone getting exposed.
People
has
were
come
bored.
up. That's right. A lot more bored. People were focusing on stupidness a lot more. You know, but I think we always look at celebrities like they're the ones to go to for some kind of, perspective. Example. Yeah, exactly. But I think even me as becoming a man, growing up, I'm like, you know what is it? What was that? What was that thing that I had, to look at that person and think their life is perfect? Because like we've all had our little inches of like some kind of fame, but like we're in the industry, innit?
Yeah.
We know what the industry's like and meeting those people. Like when you met Skepta, like how that was for you, that reality check. You know what I'm saying? Don't need to go into the story, but you know what I mean? Like we.
I mean, you can clear it because it sounds mad. We was doing mobiles, innit?
Mobiles, yeah.
We was doing mobiles. There's a whole story behind mobiles. I'd love to get into it one day.
We'll definitely go into those kind of stories.
We was doing mobiles, but and in my head I'm like, Skepta, the guy on camera.
Yeah.
What, can man get a picture? What? I was like, oh shit. can man get a picture? Like, I can't even remember your point now, but that was the story anyway.
No, but
I got my
the reality. The
I got my
reality hit
picture.
you because who you seeing when because I remember Danny was on Skepta, loved his music, everything.
Yeah.
So when he saw Skepta in person, he was expecting a different response because he's seen Skepta on the TV.
Right, yeah,
Do you know what I'm
that's
saying?
what it
But
is.
when he saw Skepta in reality, he realized Skepta's just a normal brother.
Of course.
that
But
had
again,
that same kind of thing.
people are just expecting them to be receptive to them wanting a picture and all these things. And everybody's kind of reason for that is, well, you got into this industry, so you should expect it. I struggle with that because again, it's like, now let's get it back to dads. It's like saying, well, you became a dad, so man up.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, where's the empathy, man? Like, I'm not saying that there's no truth to what you're saying. You're in this industry, or you became a dad, or you're a partner too, or you're a son or a brother too. So do that. But like you said in the last conversation that we had, you have to kind of accept someone for who they are, who they choose to show up as. And actually by doing that, you kind of help them through this problem that they're going through, because in actual fact, they don't know what to do in this moment.
Navigating
I
through
think
it.
especially as first time dads as well, like the expectancy straight away is you're supposed to know what's going on.
Same with being a celebrity. The first time that you sing a song and your song blows up, you're meant to know what to do in this situation, and you don't. I'm still human. You come up to me and ask me for a picture when I'm having dinner with my mum, or I'm feeling quite low today, and you tell me that's your job. No, my job is to sing a tune and sell it. The other parts is a bonus.
Comes with it.
Don't try and tell me that's what it is because society and the industry has said that that's what it is. My thing is, like you said, being a dad is hard.